So I was just out in the woods for about 5 minutes. So far this year, I've just been forgetting my camera every time I go out. And there hasn't been a ton of action to record anyways, but I've had a handful of good days that I really wish I would have had the camera out here for. And today, I stopped at this spot. Well, first of all, I've been out in a couple spots already today and it wasn't very good. So I stopped at this spot a few minutes ago and I thought about the camera and I was like, I didn't find many out here last year. Got a very good spot, whatever. I'm probably not gonna find any anyways, so why bother with the camera? Well, I got out there and started finding them right off the bat. And like, okay, well, here's a few, you know, whatever. Then all of a sudden they just kept coming. Like, all right, I'm gonna go get the camera. So we're on our way back out there. I left my bag sitting at the spot so we could hopefully get back to it pretty easily. Back down this way basically, but as we go, maybe we'll get lucky and find some along the way. Actually, look, right here, just a little guy growing out of the moss, but I'll take him. I don't even have my bag to put it in because I left it back where I was just picking them. But I'll take it because it's been a hard year so far. But well, maybe we'll get lucky here and we'll have a good day out here in this spot. Well, I just paused the camera. I mean, literally hit pause and then look down and I've got him right out in front of me. So let's just switch this over like this. We got one under the leaves right here. Look at that. Got some dirt. Then right next door, got a nice little double right here. So I might have found myself a good spot here. Let's see if there's any more right around here. I don't see any yet. Oh, right here. Laying flat on his side. That one grew out sideways. I'm gonna run out of room in my hands pretty soon here because I don't have my bag. But I'm not gonna complain about success. Alright, so I just went and looked where the heck I'm going. I had to look at the GPS. There's a lot of ground up here we could continue to hunt, but I don't have my bag. So we're gonna make a beeline straight for the bag so that we can start adding our treats to our bag. But of course, as we go along, we always want to look. I didn't really realize how difficult this was going to be, having this pole extended in the woods. So I'll apologize for all the branches that I'm probably knocking you guys against. Here's some cool stuff. These are little cup fungi. People oftentimes think that they're Morel stems, but these are just a cup fungus that grows in the woods just like that. So I see my bag over that way, and I know that I left a fair amount of morels in the ground over by my bag, so we're just going to work our way towards that bag now and hopefully pick up a few as we go. But I'm hoping, based on what I've seen so far, that this is going to be worth it for me to have gone and grabbed it. And here's one right here. But right there. Hopefully it's worth it for me to have gone and grabbed the bag. Hopefully this will be a woods that's just full of mushrooms, but we'll see. Either way, it's nice to get a little footage here. I've been wanting to get this this YouTube thing going for a while. I just haven't stuck with my plan. Haven't made it happen, so I can see it right up there. I don't know if it'll show up on this yet, but right under my bag, under that stick, there's two. So we'll get there eventually, but make sure I'm not leaving any down here. I kind of like to work back and forth in a little S patterns. Actually, up here by my bag, there's a bunch. I'm running out of room in my hand here, so let's set these down in the bag. And this is hard to see down in this bag, but this is what we got so far. There's a few in there, but we've got one that I almost stepped on right here. Whoops, got dirt. Don't want to do that, but from there, and then I know I saw from down the hill under this stick. There's one here. There's one here. Let's pick these. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I see one down here. Make a little detour real quick. This one looks like it's drying out on top. Oh yeah, this one's getting really dry on top. And, oh, here we go. Here we go. Right here's a double. So, try to pick both of those. Oh, and I see up the hill again. I'm going to run out of room in my hand. Here's what we got here. There's one up here. There we go. So we're on to something now, and you can see kind of what we're working with here. This is our main tree species that I always like to look for. Big tooth aspen for black morels. You can find large stands of big tooth aspen, which is what I'm in right now. They can be extremely productive for these little black morels. Here's one at the base of this tree. I think what I'm going to have to do here in a minute. Oh, don't roll way too far, bud. I think in a minute I'm going to need to go. Here's one over here too. Yeah, this woods is going to be pretty productive, I'm hoping. I need to go put the chest harness on so that I can keep the camera on my chest and then have a little more free range of motion to actually pick mushrooms and do everything else I need to do, put them in the bag and stuff. But I was in this woods last year, and I really liked the way it looked last year, but I didn't pick very many. And I think that some people beat me to it last year. And also it was just, last year was a really bad year. This year's not very good either so far, but I found a few spots here and there that are producing pretty good. And so far this seems to be one of them. So I'm gonna, nope, don't wanna leave this one behind. There we go. So yeah, we're on to some now. Feels good. Oh, this one was hiding on me right here. That's great. Yeah, I just need to work my way back to that bag again, which I kind of lost. I see it up the hill there. I see one over here. Huh. Yeah. I need to just stop. Stop moving around. That's the handful we've just picked there. Oh, here's the other one that I saw. So that was right here by the bag too. This was when I just decided I've got to go back and get that camera. Well, hopefully now I've done a good enough job of picking them all up. And all right, we'll get back with you in a minute. All right, we're gonna try this out. I haven't really used this like this yet, but I want to give it a shot. I don't want to point it down so far that you can see my fat rolls, because that'd be gross and not fun to watch. But well, you'd be able to see when I go to pick up some mushrooms, so we'll test it out. But oh wow, look at all these morels. Wow. A decent amount in there. Got a leaf in there, so get out of there. Scat. Alright, let's see, are there any more? I feel like I should go this way, but I'm gonna go this way instead. What way am I going here? So I'm going south, so right now I'm facing north, but there is one growing on this north slope. Been a minute here since I've actually seen anything. I don't like this woods quite as much as where I was just at, but ooh, here we go. Here's some funky looking ones. Check these out. Really neat. This is really weird looking. It's got really weird design. And then there's these two skinny ones. So let's see, what else do we see on this little hump. I like hitting these little mounds out here. I tend to find a lot of morels on them. Really don't like the way that this terrain has changed. I'm just not digging what I'm seeing, but I do quite frequently find morels in these little 2-tracks. I see one right here, right down in front of me, and as I was just explaining the whole 2-track thing, I saw another one down here that I just kind of lost it, but I think, yeah, I see it again. So first we'll get this. Right here in the 2-track, I mean, it's kind of nice, easy to see them when they're there. Nice little eater. I'm kind of looking right now if there's any behind us too, but I don't see any. I always like to kind of loop back though and just check. And lo and behold, that's why you do that. Right there. There's one right behind us that, you know, if I would have just moved on, I wouldn't have seen it. But I don't want to forget that we've got one back the other way down the hill now too. There it is. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Hidden under the leaves. But and I accidentally got the stem. Just pinch it off. It's a nice one. I always try to blow the dirt off of these things if I can. Oh, and right back over here, there's one. So I always try to circle back. Find the spot that I just, when I find one, I go forward and then try to circle back over it, hit that spot from a different angle, because very, very often there's going to be at least one more there. Now I'm pretty comfortable trying to move forward now. So let's see, it's funny though, I really don't like the way that this area looks right now that we're in, but we found a few, so I'm still walking pretty slow. Oh, I see one over here. I was just about to check, am I in fresh territory or have I been here already? And this is fresh territory. And this is a slope that faces essentially the southwest. But I see one morel here, so we'll get that. And hopefully there's more. There is more. Get this one right there. This one right here. And I would call this a pretty good spot so far. It definitely hasn't kept up the pace that we had when we first got in here, but you just never know when you go up that next hill and get into them again. And then see again, circling back towards the bag. Found this right here. You've always got to hit. Once you find some morels in a spot, you got to hit it from multiple angles. And here's some more of those little cup fungi. They're pretty cool. People really think they're morel stems a lot of times, but they're not. They're their own thing. Oh, I'm back here closer to the trail. There's another little guy. And yeah, I'm not slaughtering them, but picking one every so often, it's enough to keep you going.